God, it's busy these days at the cinema, isn't it? You got Jungle Cruise, Suicide Squad, Free Guy, and are we going to talk about any of these ones today? Nope. I'm going to talk about Stillwater. Okay, so Stillwater, a movie directed by Tom McCarthy, who doesn't really have much under his resume at the moment, but one of the movies that I've seen of his previously that I absolutely love and I think everyone should see is a movie called Spotlight. So he's paired up with Matt Damon, and I hadn't really seen much else on this, but I thought I wanted to check it out and see how it was. And we start out with this southern state father making his way across to France, where we learn that his daughter is currently sitting in French jail for a crime she swears she didn't commit. Matt Damon takes it into his own hands to learn more about the truth of that day and try to set her daughter free. And reading that synopsis, you might think, oh, okay, it's a Matt Damon movie, he's gonna go in like guns blazing, it's gonna be like Taken, where the American man in France solves all the problems. And no, actually it's none of that. At the core of this film, it's a character piece movie about a growth of the man and the expanding of his horizons. Matt Damon's character is this pretty close-minded guy who used to work in the oil rigs and had a bad history of drugs and alcohol, and now has this broken relationship with his daughter. And we watch him take on this French city of Marseille, where he's very clearly out of his element, doing what he can to try and help his daughter. It is a fairly lengthy movie, to be honest. It's about 2 hours and 20, and it is quite a bit of a slow burner to start with. For the first 20 or so minutes, I wasn't really too sure what was going on. It took a while to kind of get invested into the story. But when we dive into it, seeing him growing as a person and adapting to this new environment and seeing him change for the sake of his goals, you can't help but root for the guy. As always, this is spoiler free. God, it's a little bit late into the review to be saying that, I guess, but I don't want to dive into any more of the story elements, but I did really enjoy it. And to be honest, this is just one of those movies where you get to the end of it and you're just like, I need a minute to just digest what I just saw and to try and make sense of everything. It has this weird reflection element to it. And to be honest, I'm also this huge Matt Damon fan, so to see him take on this southern state man who's very closed-minded yet also very polite is oddly enchanting. He does a great performance in this movie, and looking online, it doesn't seem like he's getting that much credit for it. And to be fair, outside of Matt Damon, it is a fairly unknown cast of sorts. Abigail Breslin plays the daughter of Matt Damon in this film, and besides Zombieland, I haven't really seen her in much else. And she also does a good enough job in here. I wouldn't say she exactly knocks out the park, but I don't think the character really requires her to do much, to be honest. And then the other key performance in here is one played by Camille, Cottin, which is personally my first time seeing her, and she also does a really great job. And when you stick these people together into this story, it's one that you can't help but just get invested for and just wish for the happy ending. You feel the happiness on its highs, and you feel the stress and the tension when it's on its lows. And in this summer period where you've got an influx of these delayed movies coming out, which are all heavy, big budget action movies, if you want a bit more of a quieter character piece moment film, then I think this is a really good one to watch. It's really set itself this difficult challenge though, because it's competing with some huge names in cinema at the moment. And I don't think everyone can afford to go to the movies 4 times in 1 month to see all these films coming out. But you know, if you want that character piece, you want some good story and some good performances, not necessarily just easy action pieces, I do believe this one offers what other movies out at the moment cannot. But yeah, Stillwater. Maybe you've already seen it in the cinemas. If so, let me know what your thoughts on the movie were. Let me know down in the comments below. If you liked this video, please feel free to like to subscribe. It really would help me out. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews on movies, anime, and video games. Until next time guys, take care. Bye bye.